was a very strange season, and we're usually very resilient. There's nothing that has ever really just like made us crumble. And there finally was something that made everyone crumble.
It was a really busy summer for both of you. I'm super excited to talk about what both of you been up to. Scheana, we've got to talk about Apples. Tell me the inspo. Tell me about the process of releasing that.
Yeah, so I had hired the 27s to do an emo screamo version of Good as Gold, and just thought that's all it was going to be. And then after an emo night performing the song with them, we realized we just had great chemistry and we were really vibing. So they're like, why don't we work on an original? So I got in the studio with them, and they just had a few little like 8 beats, and they're like, just pick which one you like the most. So it actually, the first one they played was the one we ended up going with for Apples. And they're like, what do you want to write a song about? And I was like, I don't know. Like any songs I've written before weren't super personal or were already written and given to me. Mm-hmm. So they're like, well, what's been going on in your life this year? And I was like, well, let me tell you a story about some friends who are no longer friends of mine.
My favorite part about this story is that they had no idea.
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh, what's going on with you?
Yeah. No, they had no idea. And so we just started talking about what vibe I wanted to go in with my music. And I said, you know, like Gwen Stefani has always been an idol of mine. And if I could be Gwen and have all my guys in the band, like that would be a dream. And so they're like, okay, so something like Gwen Stefani, like Bananas. And I was like, yeah, love that. And then I was like, but also like, I love Avril Lavigne. And so I was like, you know, like Girlfriend. And so those were kind of some of our inspiration sounds. And then 6 hours later, honestly, that's all it took. We had the song written and recorded, and it was just like good to go. I was like, how was that so easy? But I think when you get the right team together, then it just works. And we have 3 more songs we're working on. And then they just produced a Christmas track for Lala and I.
Oh my gosh, this is so fun. What is it like, the Christmas track? Give us a little bit of a tease if you can.
So it's a really fun song we're going to put out in November. The bridge, like rap breakdown, is all Bravo related things that if you know, you know.
Yeah.
But we all just collabed and wrote it together. And it's so fun. It's so catchy. It's a complete original. It's not a cover by any means. So I love doing it and getting to do a song with her I've wanted to do for so long. Ever since we did the Like a Boss promo, like we got to do another song together.
Yeah,
so
it was very cute and a super fun experience. She's got a great band behind her.
Oh, that's awesome. And Lala, is it inspiring you to get back in the studio, work on some originals of your own?
You know, I have the best time in the studio. It's just like a hobby of mine. In my free time, maybe I will get back in there if I can find a moment.
Yeah, I was going to say, both of you, limited free time. So it's amazing that you're putting this out in general.
Okay.
Well, Lala, you've also been kind of in your Elle Woods era. You've been supporting the Humane Cosmetics Act. Tell me a little bit about why that's so important to you and how you got involved with that.
I think because of my social media presence, I think I'm very outspoken and I don't shy away from confrontation or sharing my opinion. And it's finally been something that has paid off where I can use my platform to do something to make a difference, which is what I've always wanted to do. I honestly didn't know that the United States was still testing on animals until I got into the beauty industry. And it just made sense for me to go and lend my voice to the voiceless, which is what I like to do best.
Yeah. And so what have you been getting into? We saw the pictures of you, you know, living it up in Washington and in your wonderful skirt set. But tell me a little bit about what you were doing there.
So I was there with the Humane Society, the Legislative Fund, and also Humane Society International. And we were meeting with congressmen and congresswomen all day long. And then I did a congressional briefing just about the Humane Cosmetics Act and what it means to me. And I really think we made tremendous progress.
That's awesome. Now, obviously, you've been doing all of this stuff while also filming Vanderpump Rules. The new season is coming out in the future. What can you tell us about it so far?
I mean, you're going to want to tune in. That's for sure. You know,
Oh yeah.
dealing with fallout of Scandoval, and some people come back, some people don't come back. And the thing with this group is there's such a long-standing friendship, and it's real. And there's so many raw emotions that I feel like that's why our show has been so successful. And there are so many things that we go through that are so relatable. So just putting that out there for the world to see and judge, but to see, yeah, it'll be a good one. It'll be very different.
Yeah, I think it's going to be very, very good. I've heard that it is good. We obviously have not seen anything. We just know what each of us has filmed, but it was a very strange season, and we're usually very resilient. There's nothing that has ever really just like made us crumble. And there finally was something that made everyone crumble. And it's very strange to like attempt to put the pieces back together, especially when it's like a dear friend who's also one of our girls, you know, like you want to rally behind her. And we're also using our own personal experiences where we're drawing parallels. It was, for the first time, I felt very numb to everything.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like after all of that, you need some kind of beverage. Tell me a little bit about how you are staying hydrated with Ninja.
So, I mean, can I just tell you, my Ninja Thirsty has become my new best friend. I mean, I know Scheana loves it as well. I know everyone who purchases it is going to love it. For me, it's not just like a machine that makes my water. It's like my lifestyle. I've been sober approaching 5 years. So for me, it was like, okay, I live on sparkling water. It's really my comfort, but I also don't want to be, you know, this person who has tons of cans that I'm going through. And to find a machine that like gives me my sparkling water, bare minimum, and then I have 20 different flavor options that I can then make combinations with each. I'm like, oh, this is a machine that like gives me my water, but also I can get Buck Wilds, have my vitamins, have energy. It's like one-stop shopping, right?
Yeah,
absolutely.
They not only have the vitamins and the energy, but they also have the hydrate, so you can get your electrolytes in. I mean, we're both busy working moms. I forget to eat sometimes, but I don't ever like to forget to stay hydrated. And whether you have like one of these, you know, that you just make your drink to go in, it keeps your drink cold, and you can have everything in one. You can get your vitamins while getting your energy. And this has been my go-to midday. I like to have a peach mango energy, whether it's sparkling or still, it's good either way. You can choose your level of bubbles as well. But this has 50 milligrams of caffeine per 12 ounces. And it's the perfect amount I need to just get me through the rest of my day and not feel super jittery with 200 milligrams in an energy drink. No one needs that much. So this has been my go-to for at night. I just do the splash, and I have a flavored sparkling water with dinner, but vitamins in the morning and energy throughout the day.
By the way, downstairs, I just did the peach mango mixed with the lemonade, and I think that that's actually my new favorite combo.
I'm gonna try that one.
Ooh.
I sometimes do the summer strawberry with the lemonade because I love strawberry lemonade, but I'm gonna try that one.
No, it's so good. I just had it downstairs. Yeah. And I love it because Ocean prefers like not a lot of bubbles. She's only 2.5. So I can control that. Like I give her like more of the low bubble, and then Mama maxes hers out. We're on 3, babe.
Yeah. Water for me. She'll go up to it. She knows which buttons to push. She hits start. She stands there and she claps. And when it's done, she goes, "It's finished." And it's a fun new part of our everyday routine.
The next generation of the Ninja Thirsty.
Right?
Well, thank you so much, ladies, for talking with me today. I really appreciate your time.